Let's get into it. 1, 2, 3.
Hello, everyone out there in Whiskey Land. Welcome to My Whiskey Den, your favorite public access whiskey review show where craft whiskey is king. We're both a little sleepy tonight. You might hear a yawn or two throughout the evening.
Yeah.
That shit's catchy. But tonight we're going to take a stop in Minnesota. An old favorite of ours, interesting one, Panther, the eldest distillery in Minnesota. And then Mike's got a different one here. Is it Dampfwerk?
Dampfwerk. German.
I'm intrigued by that. But it is an American single malt. So excited. And it's at a low percentage. So I'm intrigued to see how that plays out. Usually pretty good, but it's done for a choice. Oh, sorry. Everyone out in the chat, good to see you. Hey, Jesse, Shannon. I know I saw Kevin back there. He's probably going to beat me at football tonight. But that's okay. I'll try to get happy. So, Mike, do you want to tell everyone about the bar cart co-op this evening?
Oh man, do I? And yes, I am feeling Minnesota. I'm not gonna sing it. All right. We are proud members of the Bar Cart Co-op, which is a collection of friends who create content for the whiskey and other distilled spirits public. The Bar Cart Co-op YouTube and Facebook pages have information about upcoming and past special shows, which happen about every quarter. There are blind tastings, distiller panels, discussions of special collaborations, and the usage of unique grains. The Bar Cart Co-op has educational and fun episodes for your enjoyments. The oldest show in the group is Distillers Talk, hosted by Christy Atkinson and Alan Bishop. It is a conversation with people from distilleries and distillery adjacent that gets into deep and sometimes off the rails and back again discussions with their interviews. New episodes arrive at the end of the work week. If that one is not nerdy enough, please check out One Piece at a Time Distilling Institute. This is the show where Alan Bishop answers any questions about distilling and often puts them to the test. It could be individual grains, entire mash bills, equipment, or methodology. New episodes come out randomly, so subscribe. And then we have the Bourbon Turntable, where they mix the love of music with the love of whiskey. They have conversations with musicians, writers, distillery folks, and common folks like us about music and whiskey. It releases every Wednesday on all your platforms, including YouTube. Upcoming show, it's Beard Heavy. Oh, yeah. ZZ Top Gandalf, MZ Wenning is there. Also, we'll be talking about the upcoming Bourbon on the Banks, which I will be going to. Please check this one out. We got into the weeds on the ridiculous lyrics, and I'll pretty much agree that John Mellencamp sucks. So anyway,
unanimous.
Well, let me take that back. As a person, okay, all right.
Okay, well that's even Sorry,
two out of three of us.
Stories.
Yeah, 2 out of 3 of us have similar stories. No spoilers. Similar stories of people that their encounters were not good.
I heard similar ones from a Green Bay experience here. So yeah.
So any hoozleby. All right, and then there is If You Have Ghosts, You Have Everything, which is a show about the spirits and paranormal among us, as well as the unexplained and the spiritual. Subscribe on Spotify to get all the seasons. And last but certainly not least, Lil Davey Levine with the Whiskey Ring podcast. Lil Davey takes good notes. Lil Davey does good interviews. Lil Davey does good award shows. Lil Davey gets to go on barrel picks. Lil Davey does all the things that we don't do.
That's true. This is where Kevin gets. I'm just leaving. You can go back to the chat. You guys can answer that yourselves. So, yeah, he's not the greatest individual, but you know, there are some performers that tend to be
Yes.
that way.
And not so we don't sound crude and use language as Kevin had. You can use the French expression of la penne.
That's true. So let us begin. Where did you want to start, Mike? I'm going to by ABV probably.
Well, we should definitely do, because I've had both of these. Do the Dampfwerk American Single Malt first.
All right.
Dampfwerk is they are in a mini. I cannot talk. They are in a. I'll call it a suburb, St. Louis Park, Minnesota, which is a suburb northwestern corner of the Twin Cities. And St. Louis Park, nice little area, by the way. Spent lots of time up around there. But Dampfwerk is done in German style, very clean. It's a good looking bottle, by the way.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yep.
That's
very
actually
nice.
Different. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like, it doesn't look crazy different like Sexton, where you're going to screw it up pouring it.
There is not a specific technique to pouring like there is for Sexton. But no, I picked this one up at Ace Spirits in I think it's Hopkins. I've also been to Ace Spirits many times and also ordered from them because they do good shipping, good and reasonable shipping. And Ace has a fair amount of single barrel picks of things. This is not one of those, but looking for referral places. That is Ace is a good place to look at. Ace is the place for your helpful whiskey
liquor needs.
Yes, right. So anyway, so this is their Dampfwerk is the American Single Malt. It is, from what I can tell of it, it is Minnesota Pale Ale and chocolate malt finished in a selection of red wine barrels, is what I have read of their offerings. Their website, although it does have a nice story and talks about them even bringing over a German still. So they can do things. Yes. The main person is family owned business. Main person is German, brought over German owned still, or a German made still. And they are making everything there in St. Louis Park and also using local grains and building partnerships with the people around them, as is the old tradition.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right. Oh. Pretty friendly. Opening the bottle and pouring it in, you could smell it from outside. Very friendly, inviting.
The chocolate malt comes through quite nicely on the nose, I think.
Yeah, and all right, I was having a hard time digging in there, but you have your notes, damn you.
Well, I've had this. I've been sharing this bottle for a while. I can't tell you how much is left because you can't see through the bottle.
Oh, it's black too? I thought it's...
Oh, yeah. No, it's black glass.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's I like it.
It's a nice looking bottle. It's a very nice looking bottle. Really cool.
It's a decanter bottle too afterwards because it does protect probably from actual sunlight.
It reminds me and Shannon having firsthand experience also. So the bottle itself reminds me of my corgi. It's got the stout body, little bitty pinhead. So if it only had a fatter neck, that's what we used to say. The Nika from the Barrel was the Danny DeVito of bottles. This is pretty darn close. General price range, Jesse, this was around $50 and it is 43% ABV.
Okay, I'm getting the chocolate I get, but the chocolate wasn't the first whiff that came at me. It was more of this honeycomb, but it's still a little bit sweeter. So it's like a honey-filled honeycomb, not just...
Yeah.
And if the honeycomb were made of graham crackers, it's got some other nice... like almost a raisiny and a plum note. This really nice dark stone fruit. Very interesting for 43. Nothing bouncy, out of place or anything. Pretty mellow, all put together, well, smooth in that manner. Oh fuck! I said that word that people hate. Too bad.
So I tell you, my three that I keep coming back to because I think I hit it, and there, well, we can get into why. My first three notes: bit of honey, chocolate, and a fruit roll up.
Okay. I'm totally there with you. I can see all that. It's like the leftover wrapper of a fruit roll up smell.
Yeah. And Kevin, there's the you cannot see it in the bottle, but you can see it in the glass.
Yeah. I'd go back with my earlier notes with honey filled honeycomb. That's with like Nestle Nesquik sprinkled on top. Because you do get this like very nice, light, for my mind, a little milk chocolatey note. Damn, you're gonna get in here though, but that's it's darker. It is a fruit roll up, but I'm trying to peg the right flavor because right now everything is mainly just like fruit punch and raspberry. There's not a wide variety like when I was a kid. There was a wide variety of fruit roll-ups, and now it's limited.
My scent memory of fruit roll-up is the kids having them, and it was just like, what fruit is that pressed in there? Because they always seem to be some sort of a darker fruit pressed in there. So then it had just that, more stewed type of a fruit. But there's a word that I wrote a lot in this whiskey, and it's from nosing, and it's to the palate and the finish, and that word is clean.
Yeah, extremely. That's what I meant. Like, there's no no peaks, nothing standing out.
Yeah.
Off the opening it up, it sounded, it smelled pretty clean. Sorry, I was getting a cat escapee that needed to get out the door. So.
And so Dampfwerk Distilling does also do fruit brandies, gin and aquavit, and an herbal liqueur. I'm
intrigued about the fruit brandies just going off the smell on this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there's like people who like plum ones. I don't, but if you gave me their version of a blackberry brandy, I would be very intrigued.
Mm-hmm.
All right, sorry. That's right. It's very pleasant and friendly on the nose. You can sniff that all day long and not have a problem. Not super complex, but more like you're out in the field enjoying a day. Like, you can inhale deep and it's very pleasant. So
there's just nothing wrong with it.
It coats like a thicker, heavier than what you'd think off the smell. Plus, to me, it doesn't roll. It almost feels more like a butterscotch than a caramel. And I'm going to have to go back in because I was not expecting it. Bit of honey is more accurate on the flavor, I think. Especially on the tip of my tongue on the first third there. I lied. That comes back. That gets mixed in with the barrel note a lot. You know what I mean?
Oh, Mr. Gardner.
Ooh.
One of our favorite distillers.
That's true. I still have some stuff from them.
I do too. I still have most of the original little sample bottles that he sent.
None of these not on adventure. I have that Dancing Goat angelic white port because the only other white port finish rye I'd seen. So we may have to get that to you, Josh. Now that you're back in one place. Though I was envious of the road trip. I mean, that's let's be honest, and the Jeep or Bronco, whatever it was, all the additions
Bronco.
to it. I was very upset. I won't say I was upset. Jealous is the right word.
So I'm curious what you think of the finish.
Right before that happens, there's like a lemon that pops up for me, or like a little lemon zest, and then it kind of fades away. I'm getting, like I said, you can tell that there's barrel note in it, but it's very light. It feels like it was toasted, or maybe just toasted. I don't know. This is.
Yeah, the toasted, because I was getting that too. It's like if you had said, "Oh yeah, this isn't a toasted barrel," like I get it, because there is that.
There's a toasted
like
marshmallow.
Slight
like
toasted
the outside
marshmallow.
of it, yeah,
Yep.
tinge on the outside, where it's not heavy enough for me to, and the barrel notes aren't exceedingly heavy. They're there, but they're not like really tannic. I think toasted and low char.
And again, every bit of that, it's like, it's clean.
Yeah, and I'm almost now coming to not touching it for a while and letting it get all the way through. I'm getting like a cream soda on the sides of both of my tongues. Oh, look at that. It's Mr. Benjamin Eves. Good to see you. Everyone out there is working too hard. You know, we all need to get off for a weekend. Got to pick that weekend.
Bourbon on the Banks, 2 weeks.
Yeah, they need to not do that on my wedding anniversary one year. It would be outstanding.
Or it's a perfect wedding anniversary.
Yeah, but we need another day or two off to make that work.
Well, now with the Bourbon on the Banks, it's spread out, man. It's starting on Thursday, and now Sunday there's a brunch on Sunday.
Oh, I didn't know that it expanded to brunch on Sunday. I knew.
See,
I'm intrigued how brunch on Sunday goes. Because
I'm sure it's going to be nice.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be a good time. But we always do it started on Thursday.
I'll be in the car almost halfway home by the time brunch starts.
Yeah.
But
it's one of those things that I talked before. It could be like a family trip because there are different things going on.
Exactly.
But then we almost need like a babysitter for one day. So it's almost like I want to import a family member, and I've never done that on a vacation.
It should be a Bourbon on the Banks ball pit. Just drop your kid off. Like the Simpsons, you just watch them sink right down to the bottom.
Like a paid little daycare over there. Like, yep, here is the play area.
Yep. Hamsy the White.
He got elevated. It's always gray for a while, but you're right. It has kind of.
It's gotten pretty white now.
Yeah, pretty white.
So, yeah. So when I've been sharing this one around, and everybody has the same consensus, it is definitely one you start with if you're planning on having a couple of things, because it is so clean and subtle and so easy. But everybody also said if you were just going to only have this all night, it would be totally fine.
Mm-hmm. Same thing on the nose.
Yeah.
Just let it go.
Yeah. It is a very pleasant American single malt. There's no highs and lows to it at all. It's just
this is very well done.
It's a nice flavor arc, very clean. I don't know because they said that they've been doing The first one they did was in 2020. So
okay, go back to the glass now. That there's like I just have just a titch left in the bottom here. Like,
well, you got to do the blend too, man.
I will, but I'm going back to the nose now because I went. There's an across the pond like little heather smell now that it's kind of gotten time to the glass to air out a little bit. I don't want to go sherryish, but this is more. I'm smelling like almost like a titch of Glenmorangie in it. Like the berry nose is almost like the cherry note now there's a little bit left.
Well, and that could be the finishing because the finishing is not listed at all on the bottles. It is only on the website, and I can find nothing saying that there was more than one release of the American Single Malt through the website and other stuff. But it did say that it was finished on a selection of red wine barrels to give softness, depth, and a delicate nature to the spirit.
Okay, because that would make sense then. Because I'm like, it's not quite there, but it becomes much more prevalent with just like it's sitting in there a bit and really just letting it like have just a little bit less in the glass where it's not as potent.
Yeah.
And that's kind of neat. That's, for me so far, that's the most amazing thing. Besides how smooth it was and stuff, this is almost turning into
You said it again.
A jammy. Like a fruit preserve now that there's just a little bit in here. That's crazy.
Yeah. It's clean, and I find it to be there's subtleties to it, but they're not something that it takes you a lot to find. It's just that it's so, again, there's no ups and downs. It is just like a flavor arc that just goes through the whole thing. And it's just very, very well put together.
Almost makes me want to hunt more, because I'd like at the end there I got like a little apricot-y and some other things. It's a good introductory whiskey for somebody if they have not had anything. I think this is very
or
friendly.
Just a trial for American Single Malt.
Oh, that too, but I just mean in general, like
it made me want to try their other stuff quite a bit more, because I thought, wow, if you're doing this and you're doing it this. I'll say the C word again, clean. But I would be surprised if there is no longer any Dampfwerk available from Ace Spirits, but you should go to acespirits.com, sign up, because they are nice people. They have a pretty good selection.
I'm gonna test something, Mike. They added stuff. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Is it what do I do?
You're punching buttons?
I'm gonna try to.
Oh, for God's sakes.
It did work the same way. Nope, I don't understand it. No, going back. Sorry. They had to do buttons. I wanted to try. It was fancy. It said show comments. So I thought it was maybe cleaner than just having to press the button the other way. So.
All right. So
Panther.
We'll move on to number 2. Not Sex Panther.
Well, it could be. I mean, this is 11 years old. It's a single barrel.
To be honest, that's what we were calling it when I first got it. But so we saw this one. We've seen Panther before. Panther is actually it's on the way up to our friend's place in northern Minnesota, where we always go. My old buddy Marv's cabin. Rest in peace, Marv. But this is, and we had Panther quite a while ago. Yeah,
very early.
But there's a liquor store that always would have some very interesting things. First town the last town you hit basically before you would get to where this cabin is. And we used to, this is back in the very early 2000s, when we would go up there was a very good chance that there would be bottles of Van Winkle 12 at MSRP sitting on the shelf. And it was, around $40 to $45. So it always knew it's all right. Well, I'll get my bottle, while we're up here. And they would get some single barrel picks in this small town, but the liquor store, they knew what they were doing. And so we went in there. I did not need another bottle, but like, well, we're running into town. I'm going to go check out and see. And I happened to turn around, and then the guy behind the counter says, "We have 2 single barrel picks. You want to try one of them?" And I saw this Panther one, and it's labeled as Minnesota 14. And this is where I don't, there's nothing on here telling me what the mash bill is, other than it says that it's a bourbon. But if you go to Panther's website, the Minnesota 14 is actually listed as an all corn whiskey. This is not, there's no way this is an all corn whiskey. There is a Minneapolis 14, which is a wheated, and I kind of think that's what this is, because there's some notes on there with that. There's also a bourbon that's called Ordeal, and another one that's called St. Paul's, which is a high rye. But this is an 11-year single barrel, all from Panther Distilling. It was 62.5% ABV.
Yeah, I saw it. That was nice.
This was like $55. And the thing that also got me, one, I tried it and I was like, that's one of the easiest 62.5s that I've ever had. But also because this was done as a Whiskey Road collection, and it was from Ottertail
83. Yeah.
Ottertail County, Highway 83. Guess where my old buddy Marv's cabin is? Right on Highway 83 and up. Yep. So
nice.
I gotta have this. So, and I did bring this actually to distill. I'm not sure how many people had it. But there was also many things were put on the table. So yeah, this was I was very excited when I opened it. It's been shared. It's been shared and loved.
Mm-hmm. You may go, okay, I might go crazy, but off the nose with it. It's not saying it alcoholic, but it smells higher proof, smells bold, smells rich. Almost, to be honest, it almost went Garrison Brothers for me. Like,
it's not
dark.
oaky.
Not crazy oaky, but really dark, rich for like a split second. So it's sorry, that was just instantaneous, my first whiff. So hold on here.
And one thing I was very impressed with, I'm not one of the people that looks at it and it's like, oh, it's dark, so it must be good, or I look at the age, and we hate age whores. But I was very impressed with 11 years, what this looks like, 11 years in Minnesota. And I would be willing to wager it's Minnesota oak.
Mm-hmm. It
but
is with
Minnesota
what they do.
Climate and Panther also, they do all their grains within 30 miles of the distillery.
Mm-hmm.
And Panther's been around since 2011, if I remember correctly.
A little after Wisconsin started, they got it going there. But they had to deal with they have crazy laws just like Texas.
Oh, there's still a crap law, yeah. And that's the thing. Like if you went to Panther and you visited, you can only walk out from the distillery with like a 200 mil or something like that.
That's stupid. The lady I used to work with, my whiskey friend, bookkeeper. She went through because she used to live in South Dakota. So she came back through there and stopped. And so, yeah, she could only get one bottle. She got signed, but that's all they could do. And she wasn't, I don't want to say she's mad, but I mean, she wanted to go home with some more than just one bottle from the distillery, but she was nice enough to get that one. So I have to thank you, Nancy.
Yeah. And the thing is, you can go, there's liquor stores all over the place. You can go and grab stuff. So it's not like,
I know, but it's still
right. Yeah.
It's very irritating. I'm a there, see, touch, taste, feel, make a memory, not let me go down to Piggly Wiggly and come back.
Toit like a toiger. Toit buns.
That's true. That is what happens. Taser rings. Okay, here. It's almost like a brown sugar rub for a barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
But with there's a little bit of dark chocolate on the side. But it has this really I don't want to say earthy, but it's like just bold smells. Because earthy is like to me dirty, and that's not it. It's just like I said, like what you would have like for a dry rub for a barbecue that you're throwing on. Like you get to smell. It's not overpowering, but this one's harder to pull stuff apart on. I'm going to be honest. The other one easier. This is dense. My one nose might be getting shot a little bit here, but and I get a hint of mint in the background. It pulls up the inside of my nose.
I'll wait till you're done.
Cross between like a mojo and a brisket. Like it's for me, it's got like almost meatier, like I don't know, I mean, it has the sugars and stuff like that. But there's this other section I'm missing.
Let me tell you what it reminds me
like
of.
The fats. There's like you can smell like this, like the fats. Go ahead. Sorry.
That's a good pickup line. Let me smell your fats. All right. So what the nose it reminds me of, there's hints of a fresh baked apple crisp with Granny Smith apples, and that's with the melted brown sugar and everything, but also a little like there's a little bit of chocolate, but you set it down near a smoker.
Okay,
so you're getting a little bit of that, like while you're trying to eat this, like you're getting just like hints of it.
Well, I mean, you're not done until it's gone,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
he's not done yet.
Can I touch your gristle?
This is hefty. All right, I'm going in these. It's like I said, maybe it's me, but it's way denser.
Yeah.
It's because I'm getting that bark. It smells like I'm getting the bark from the outside of a well-made brisket. Yeah, I can only imagine, Shannon. That'd be kind of crazy, but a little more well done. Like you said, I like the whole apple pie. You got some of the baking spices. Like I said, you had the fruit, but I'm like, it was this. Like almost like
you throw in a couple t-shirts for the kids,
Yeah, almost like it was basted with lard.
Smoked lard.
Just wow. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get there. All right.
Mm-hmm. I'll ask you two things. One, do the sip. Do it again where you keep it in your mouth for a few seconds. Completely changes it. Because when I just sip it, it's just super dry and tannic.
Yeah, well, I left it in there for a little bit, but yeah, okay, but I'm going to say no matter way, I'm going to say it's pretty drying.
Yeah. Huh. The proof comes out for me on the end of the palate.
Choco, how's your trip going?
Pushes everything out front.
Mm-hmm. Okay, like you said, 62 smooth. You feel like a heat build on the front half. It gets up to where you think it might be 50. You right about there, maybe 48, right in that ballpark. And then that other things start to change and happen. You still have that little bit of a light tingle going through the finish on the top and side of my tongue. Not overwhelming, but there is a little bit as I'm breathing. You can still, you can feel there's a little alcohol in there still. Yep. So that, if you were playing the game, I don't think this is 62. This is one of those things where you should be thinking, hey, maybe it is because I've still got a little bit of exhale on it that you wouldn't normally have. Oh, and yes, that is one of the most fantastic John Candy scenes. I haven't seen the new movie, October 10th. I will be watching that.
Yes.
Hell, we could have a watch party for that, but I'll probably cry a little. Sorry, he was like a
Or
cornerstone.
or a lot.
Yeah, I'm like he was
Yeah.
a cornerstone of my youth and
Yeah.
upbringing. Sorry, yeah, that's what you were supposed to be as a person, you know. Even an Uncle Buck, you know.
God, I love that movie. I mean, pretty much every John Candy movie was good, and he was. Yeah, even in the I'll call it mild. Well, I guess he did kind of dramatic in the JFK movie, but kind of more dramatic with a little comedy in Only the Lonely, which had Miss Ali Sheedy, and then also brought back Maureen freaking O'Hara, which was really awesome.
The thing with him is you're like watching you're watching movies and him playing a character, but you get this underlying feeling of him.
Yeah.
In everything that's happening, you're like, oh no, that's still John.
Yeah. Yeah,
all
he's missed. Okay,
right,
so
veered off track.
Finish.
Finish.
I want to know what you're feeling on the finish here.
Midway through, it's a Carmelo. Man, that's kind of bursts on the back side. Sorry. It's like a little fruity spritz on the back end. Apple pie, other baked notes. Yeah, there's a little bit in the back half where something lightens up for a second.
Mm-hmm. And I did. This is one of the ones that I wanted to right off the bat. It's like I want to throw a little bit of water on this.
It's like citric zest.
Yeah, I'm not going to say the water helps, but this is one where it's like, okay, because I would like to know definitively which of their whiskeys this one really is. Is it the Minneapolis or is it the Minnesota? I'm pretty sure I think it's the Minneapolis.
Yes,
because I think there's a decent amount of wheat to it.
If this was all corn, what the fuck corn is it?
Wow.
I'm just saying, yeah, but you know what I mean? Like,
you don't know what those people do.
You know what I mean? It's just,
yeah.
For it to not have some type of wheat or other something soft, what is it? Soft red winter wheat? There's a red winter wheat is like a big one, and that gives you some rye characteristics. I would tend to think that might be in here. Okay, hold on here. I'm going all. You remember another Douglas?
He's huffing.
I think it was Douglas. It was a different Minnesota one that was Douglas, and I think they were the ones where I figured out that tasting note, and I think I'm getting some of that in here. No, I'm guessing this is the wheat. I would definitely put more money on that. Well, they all use stuff from Minnesota. I mean, it just has a very similar.
I'm just picturing you, pick the wrong week to quit sniffing glue, and you're hanging upside down.
You gotta see me after the show. It's a whole different thing.
Yeah. I like the single barrel. I would I need to reach out to them and find out what it really is. But
it was almost too much. Hold on, I gotta do some science now.
Yeah. Don't forget your blend.
I know. Here. What? Whoop. That's for the blend. water.
Water.
God, no. If you ever worry about those people that do paint cans, I thought that was bullshit, but that's. I've never been that hard up in my life. You got it. That's not okay.
You never know, man. Don't judge.
I guess people drank Scope. I heard of that. All right, this one. Holy shit. How much water did you put in this one? Mine, I put in a fair amount comparatively, and this turned into like a silky dream.
I thought it tasted, when I added water to it, it makes it taste like an American whiskey.
I don't know, man. Wow. And mine, like I said, I was heavy-handed in the water, so I probably did some decent damage to that 62. But that probably I brought it down up 40, 45. I did it heavy-handed. That you could pass that for just drinking that as a friendly entrance whiskey, as diluted as I put it. That is really neat. I don't get as many berry or notes on that end. I'm still getting some lemon, some zest on the finish. But like caramel toffee, and then it lightens up and kind of disappears. That was really interesting like that. That is a fun one to play around with. You know, some of them suck. That could be pretty cool. All right, let us come back to the blend before we kick off here. Thank you everyone for stopping in again and enjoying your week and whiskey classes and whiskey trips.
And I'm pretty equal on my ratios here.
Yeah, on this one I am. I'm going to say the Panther started to overwhelm the glass a little bit. But that's where my nose is. Hold on here. I don't know.
The single malt comes across. It comes across on the nose, but then I get a nose full of alcohol.
Yeah,
it's like once you get through the American single malt, that it's a nose full of alcohol.
It's almost like I'm getting like apricot brandy on the bottom of the glass here. Like, or maybe not brandy, but like ridiculously overripe.
Yeah.
Apricots. Maybe a pear, but not what I'm expecting. And just a little bit of like a smoky note, but not a lot. What? Ooh, the fuck was that? Yeah.
Interesting. American single malt completely takes over the palate.
More than you ever would have thought.
Yep. That's very interesting. The Germans, man. Clean distillate wins out.
The Germans. Yeah. I get some more cocoa, a little bit of that fatty burnt end note, but like extremely faintly in the background. No more as powerful than I would have expected.
There you go with your fats again.
Hey, I obviously need to go eat a steak or something. You know how that is? Like you start thinking and talking about something, and you're like, well, you know what? It's on my mind. A weird blend. Not bad, not great, but I don't know if I don't know.
Not have predicted the outcome.
Yeah, very weird. If anything, it makes you want to do more figure.
Play with more ratios.
Yep, because even you would not have a hard time. It's weird that something that's 43 is outlanding something that's 62. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, I'd almost want to go like a 2-to-1 bourbon to
Single
malt.
Glass. All right. Oh, come on. Just one more drink.
All right, hold on.
1, 2.
This is when
Damn
things
it.
start to go bad.
This is what Mitch's shipping containers are used for now. Those are fantastic. The little eyedroppers and shit.
Yes.
Fucking beautiful.
Yeah. His cute little sample bottles.
Yep, those are you question it at first, scoff at it, and they are fantastic for
messed up my wax tape.
Oh, it had to come back out.
Well, it's what I thought, oh, there's no way I'm gonna need to pour any more, and so I put it back and
sorry. I'm gonna listen to you, but
I'm doing 2-to-1.
I did two on
2-to-1,
2 on the
bourbon
Panther.
to 1.
Yeah, 2 on the Panther.
2 Sex Panther.
Dusty Barn.
So you gotta ruin it.
Maybe you could just get something different. I'm getting a little chocolate. Smells like mountain lion.
Smells like a mountain lion.
Sex Panther.
Trying to carefully pour this. I was thinking about downloading the sound effect from Anchorman when they open up the bottle. You hear the panther howl. Stings the nostrils.
Really quite.
I'm not gonna lie. That smells like gasoline.
It's really quite pungent. True.
Yeah, Tim, that's what I'm guessing, that the oiliness of this American Single Malt's what's really, of course, letting this sit for a much longer period of time
could make it
change that. But
yeah,
mine sat for about 35-ish minutes.
Mine did. Mine was right in there.
I like the 2-to-1 on the nose.
Whoa, I love the 2-to-1 on the taste.
Interesting.
I'm just gonna wait. I got yelled at already. I'll wait for you to taste.
This would be a fun I'll go ahead and say it because it's going to happen anyway. This would be another fun show idea that somebody else is going to do and act like that they came up with it, because it's been pointed out to us where this has happened more than once, or we have said doing something, and all of a sudden somebody with a whole lot more watchers does it. But what would be really fun is to have the same set of samples go out to multiple people, and everybody live plays around with ratios. A live blending.
That'd be fair.
Yeah.
We did something similar to that before. But then the question on that, though, is 2 ounces is enough.
I mean, it has to be.
I know,
you could do 4. I mean, you could do 4. I mean, you could do 4, but 2, because even when you're doing, if you actually are doing blending, you're just doing little drops anyway, just to get your ratio. So
I know, but I'm worse. I'm like
I say that like I'm an expert. I did blending 2 times. 2 times that it was like real blending. Aside from, hey man, let's just do this. Yeah. But maybe someone with a whole buttload of hardware has something else to say about it. Shannon.
This. Okay, I want to hear what you got on the flavor, because I got a distinctive change again.
Oh, I really like that. I like that on the palate. I really like that finish.
Yeah.
I really, really like that finish.
I felt like I was going into a Nestle quick milk chocolate, something going on here. It was.
It's like a warm candy bar.
Mm-hmm.
I really that
little
I
nougat.
I'm gonna make sure to pull some of this
bar.
aside. I'm
100 grand bar.
That's not bad at all. I'm gonna make sure to pull some of this because I've got a couple more on my list of people to send samples of these to, and I'll make sure to save some because I want to do a long term of a 1-to-1 and 2-to-1, and then still save some so I could do it again.
That's neat. That ratio.
And,
is
and I'm going to try when my friends go back up to their place, especially to close it down. I'm going to see if there's a chance that there's still some of this because they had a lot.
They might.
And it's just a small liquor store. And most of those people are buying lake stuff. They're buying beers and Fireball and Jameson and
fucking Fireball. Jesus Christ. Sorry.
It's
Man, there's I mean, I guess I was in that section. Everyone had their college age of I didn't like it, but I mean bad decisions and bad drinking, bad tasting shit. So I don't know. Some people love it. I can't. I'm not a cinnamon person, or I'm not a bad cinnamon person. And yes, there is a good and a bad cinnamon.
I've never had a Fireball ever. Never had a sip of it. Never.
It doesn't.
And I'm not planning to ever either.
No, there's no reason to. That's not something you need to plan. It's not even really whiskey technically. I think it's only 35%.
Yeah.
So, but whatever. All right, 2 fantastic whiskeys from Minnesota.
Yeah, go Minnesota.
Yeah, way to go. I don't want to say I wasn't expecting that, but I didn't know where it was going to go. And
they're not too. The 2 distilleries not too far from. Well, it's Minnesota, so diagonally goes like 2 hours. 2 hours difference between the two. So, but not bad right there off the old 90 far. Well,
you're going on a trip, so usually.
If you're going on a trip, there's lots to do in the Twin Cities. I like the Twin Cities, and it's not that far to go north. Go see some pretty stuff.
I haven't been there in a while. I haven't been there since I think I played soccer back in the day. I used to go to tournaments all the time. I know I got in trouble I know I had to drive through Minneapolis because neither my mom nor my dad wanted to. When I think I was like 20.
It's Minneapolis. I mean, it's nuts going through Minneapolis because it's just. I mean, but like when you've been up there a couple times and you realize, oh no, the 94s and this and whatever, okay, you know where to go and you can get around and do some of your stuff. But it's always construction. There's always construction, always in the same spots. So you just got to figure out, are you going to try to go around it? Because it ain't going to work.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you stop out next week. We'll be having another tasting. But then what day is it? Is it 12th?
What?
October 12th? Is that when we're having Liberty Pole off?
13th, Liberty
13th.
Pole. Monday the 13th.
Monday the 13th. I wasn't on October yet. So it'll be interesting to talk to them because I haven't had too much from them. So a little here and there. I really enjoyed what I had. So excited to talk to them. So until next week, remember it's not the size of the den that matters, but it is the love of whiskey. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Hold on.